guys, welcome back to Modern Living TV. I am here today with one inspiring woman who has lived her life helping other people get a better head start in life, which is, of course, through early childhood education. We're here today with Alex Eduque, who's going to tell us a little bit more about Moo-ved. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Steph.
Okay, so tell me first, how long have you been doing Moo-ved and how did it just get started?
Well, it was founded in 2012. We just finished our fourth school year, and it's actually an offshoot of my undergraduate thesis. I've been volunteering all my life in different non-profit organizations. And then when I studied in the States, I was an urban studies major. I realized that while housing breaks the poverty cycle, it takes a lot to turn a house into a home. And a lot of the times, you need to educate the family and the next generation on how to keep that house. Because if not, it just gets taken back. At the time, we were looking for a relevant need in the Philippines, and the K-12 bill had just passed, which means that school readiness would have been taken a year earlier. A lot of research in the States, and even here, has shown that the reason kids from underserved communities drop out of school in grades 1 and 2, which has the highest dropout rate according to UNICEF.
Because they're not prepared.
Yes, they're not prepared, they don't have the self-confidence. And so I realized that maybe if you gave them a head start and you educated them at ages 3 to 4, when they enter kindergarten, they'll have more confidence and they'd want to stay on.
Yes.
And it's also like educating their families, because a lot of times at that age, parents ask them to engage in livelihood instead.
The Moo-ved program commits to providing quality preschool education and facilitating supplementary early childhood development care in the underserved communities of the Philippines, where there is a lack of access and opportunity. Tell me a little bit more, how many schools do you guys have now?
So this incoming school year, so starting June, we're gonna open and have 16 different sites. We have in the NCR, we'll have 3 in Navotas, 1 in Pasig, 2 in Parañaque, and the rest are in the 3rd district of Camarines Sur, because that's the 3rd poorest province in the Philippines. Yeah. We don't only provide the preschool, we also have an in-class feeding program, because I really believe that kids can't go to school hungry if their minds aren't nourished.
What inspired you really to start this? To dedicate your life to philanthropy?
I think I realized that, people find fulfillment in different things. I think what makes me most fulfilled is really giving joy to others and just seeing that smile in their face, because at the end of the day, you have the honor of being a part of their lives, and hopefully it's something that they never forget.
Now let's learn more about Moo-ved's program.
We stand for molding optimism and values through education, and we cater to children ages 3 to 5 in underserved communities in the Philippines. So the local government provides us with an empty structure where we can conduct our classes. Then everything that goes on inside the classroom is what we take care of. So from the furniture, to the teacher training, to the uniforms, the school kits, and we're now in the process of formalizing our own curriculum. So hopefully in the future, expansion can go faster, because we don't always have to set up an actual learning lab, but we can actually train teachers in volume, and then train them with our curriculum so they can be carried out.
Moo-ved also provides informal supplementary education and training to parents, so that the values taught to the children in the classrooms are in sync with the values practiced and reinforced at home.
Parents should always have a stake in their children's future. And at Moo-ved, yes, we're helping their kids get an education, but we also want to make sure that parents are stakeholders. So we actually ask them to pay us back in terms of vegetables to augment the food that we serve for the in-class feeding. And the parents are also made to clean the classrooms, they have a schedule, and to cook. Yeah. So there's payback.
Well, tell me a little bit more about how you raise funds with Moo-ved. That's what I find is really exciting with you. You really make use of collaborations, social media, your network.
I think my greater advocacy, besides early childhood education and housing in the past, is to let people know that it doesn't take a lot to help, and that everyone is capable of doing so. And I think the wrong notion is always people undermining what they're able to give. And so you want to be able to show them that you can help in a more fun way, in an everyday way that it doesn't really feel like helping. So I've had various collaborations. I've done some with fashion designers. So we say it's fashion for a cause. And what happens there is we collaborate. There's a creative side of me that a lot of people are only starting to discover. I like to draw. Yeah. So they translate whatever designs that I'm able to do into whatever textile. So for fashion, it would be clutches, it would be some tunics. For personalities, which you're gonna be a part of,
Yes.
it's stationery collections. And then when we launch it, they donate a portion of the sales to Moo-ved because it's also their way of wanting to help out.
Thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to be collaborating with Alex for her upcoming fundraising with Personalities. So please stay tuned to Modern Living TV.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of Modern Living TV.
Thank you for spending your time with us today here at the beautiful Philux Home Showroom at the Shangri-La Fort.
And please do join us again next week as we continue the search for style and life inspiration and innovation.
From living spaces to living life beyond its confines, this is your ultimate guide to modern living.